What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. Your boy Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. Last night's game here in Los Angeles between the Lakers and the Memphis Grizzlies uh, was a very exciting game with the Lakers winning by 1 point, but that's not why I'm on here. I'm here over the dust up between Fox Sports pundit, former NFL Hall of Famer, Shannon Sharpe from Undisputed, having a verbal dust up between himself, Dylan Brooks, guard of the Memphis Grizzlies, Steven Adams, center of the Memphis Grizzlies, and Ja Morant from the Memphis Grizzlies, basically just talking junk and having the referees and security get in between them over, the course of a game of the sidelines being talked to in the game. And what I'm saying is that Shannon Sharpe was talking junk to the players, and the players were talking junk to him, and it was over, LeBron James and how they were talking crazy to LeBron on the court, and LeBron had to let him know he's not taking no disrespect. It just became just a total street ball situation. Like if you go to the park and you got cats that are just jawing, and then you got the homie who's sitting on the bleachers talking, and then next thing you know, it's a dust up. This whole situation got to the point where even Ja Morant's dad jumped in, and and then the announcers themselves, which Mark Jackson and Mike Breen, they were like, man, this is ridiculous. You could tell that, even he said this is silly, Mike Breen. And then, it just got to the point, man, where they had to have Shannon step into, take him out to the tunnel area and have him calm down, because this happened right before halftime. And then he put out a statement basically saying, hey man, these guys, they was chirping, they didn't want no smoke, and I was down for the smoke with anybody who wanted to have smoke, and and that's what it was, man. But at the end of the day, man, Dylan Brooks came out and said, hey man, whoever this guy is, trying to act like he don't know who he is. He's a blogger or whatever. And I'm like, okay, come on, man. Shannon Sharpe is a Hall of Fame football player. You're not even a Hall of Fame basketball player, but whatever. And he basically said that, hey man, it's Hollywood, it's LA, and he should have been kicked out and all this kind of stuff, man. And at the end, Ja Morant's dad, T. Morant, and Shannon Sharpe hugged it out, and he got to sit back in his seat and all this kind of stuff. Man, let me tell you something. This is Los Angeles. This is the entertainment capital of the world. The Lakers are the number one sports draw in this city. I don't care that the Rams are still the defending NFL Super Bowl champions. I don't care that the Lakers, the Dodgers are doing well. Doesn't matter, man. The Lakers is number one. The Lakers will always be number one. This is a city that has privilege. If you're famous, if you are a person who has any type of notoriety, you could be a YouTube star. Shit, don't let me get big. You gonna really see me walking around here with my back hunched up. But with that being said, man, it's to be expected that Shannon Sharpe wasn't gonna get kicked out, bruh. This is what this town's about. It's about this kind of stuff. And for the Grizzlies, who have just been running around acting like they really have won something, they ain't won a damn thing. They ain't won shit, man. The Grizzlies haven't done anything except be exciting. They're scrappy. They're young. They remind me of me and my homies when we was that age. When we was on that age, man, it didn't matter, dog. Like, nobody could tell us nothing, man. I didn't care whether or not you was a professional athlete. I done had dust-ups and run-ins with being from the Bay Area, with players that were on the 49ers, and players that was on the Raiders, and players that was on on other sports teams, or people who had notoriety or cliques or certain type of situations, who running around, who had this and had more than we did. But we were like, look, dog, Hey man, you ain't coming up in here making us feel like we ain't got it popping, because the girls you trying to talk to, we already like, come on, dog. And once you've had that little, butting of the heads, you could be cool. After that, man, I was cool with all those guys. Everybody that, that had status, who I had a dust up with, I wound up being real cool with, because then you had that mutual respect, that, hey man, this guy ain't, they ain't punks and we ain't punks, and they got their situation and we got our situation. It's just best for us to all get together and just form Voltron and just be cool. And I became cool with a lot of people in that way. But sometimes you got to butt heads with people to let it be known. But during the game, there's just a lot of chirping, man. And LeBron made it clear. LeBron's like, I'm not going to keep taking, I'm not going to keep taking your disrespect, and cussing them out and telling them, you made a couple of shots. Now you want to run your effing mouth. And even Shannon Sharpe said the same thing. You guys are running, y'all flapping your gums, and, you said F me to me and I said F you to you. And there's certain things you say to somebody that's a black man. You say something to a black man or a brown man or a polka dotted man, a striped man, a plaid man, whoever. Hey, man, we all men at the end of the day. You don't get to run around here saying F you to me and I don't say nothing back. So at the end of the day, LeBron James made it clear. He said, hey, man, I got his back. I got Shannon Sharpe's back. 365, 24/7, 366 on a leap year. That's my dog, and I'm gonna make sure that everything is cool. But LeBron went down on the court and dunked on one of them dudes immediately after. He's like, all right, got the ball on the other end line and just dribble straight. Just whoever's in the way is getting dunked on, and that's entertainment, bruh. I'm enjoying this. I like scrappy sports. You know what I'm saying? All this finesse, I didn't grow up in that, man. I wish basketball would take away the flagrant foul, let these dudes get touched up a little bit. A lot of these dudes, man, they think that their Instagram followers and their TikTok followers and all of that stuff is going to make a difference. It isn't. What makes a difference is whether or not you're winning championships. And right now, the Grizzlies ain't won nothing. But they're acting like they are. And there's going to be more dust-ups with those guys. The Warriors had problems with them. They're just running around flapping their gums with no success. But I'm going to watch them because they're exciting. All right, man. Love all y'all out there, man. Matt Check Unfiltered.